Hello everybody and welcome to Mondoid, your one-stop shop for all things Project Zomboid, and this week, a tale of two. I can't do puns and help. I apologize, this is coming up on a Wednesday. I did plan on getting this up yesterday. Unfortunately, I got hooked up trying to get my Oculus Rift to work, and it took a lot more time than I expected it to, though it was well worth it. Go check out my first video on the Oculus Rift and my first real experience playing the game. But it's not a big deal because this Mondoid isn't that much of one to talk about. There's not a lot to pick apart and discuss. There's a lot to read, so if you're interested in that, please come by. But for me, someone who likes to analyze the blog, there's not much for me here, but that's fine. That's not a bad thing. Basically, what's going on here is two things. There's a couple of new sounds that they show off. The male zombie eating flesh sound, a couple of new alert sounds, and the female death sound, all of which sound really good, by the way, especially the male flesh sound here. Let's see if we can get this going. We'll listen to it. Now, the only thing I actually have to say about this is what's interesting about this is what this means. I assume we won't really hear this until NPCs come in, because this sounds like a zombie just chomping down on a body, right? Well, there's no real bodies to eat in the game unless you're the one that they eat. So this is like just death, essentially, for now. But when NPCs come in and NPCs die and they start getting eaten, then I assume we could come across, zombies eating a dead body and stuff. This makes a lot more sense. These are alert sounds, basically the, oh my god, a zombie's behind me, that kind of thing, and they sound different. They sound really good. I like it. And then the female death sound, which if you played the new versions, you've probably heard way off in the distance. They talk about how they got the sounds done and all that stuff, and I think it's really cool. Like the zombie eating one is like twigs bending and snapping. You got like chicken skin being ripped off the meat. All kinds of cool ways to combine them and get them all going and bringing you this zombie eating flesh sound. Very cool. And then the last part of the blog, which is actually pretty friggin' long, is just talking to the new animator. We all know that there's a new animator on board, and he's working on new animations. Primarily, the next big one is going to be stealth. You can see some of the animations going on right here. Once it loads up, we can take a look at some of them going on right here. Again, really not much to gameplay as far as I'm concerned. That's going to be really focusing on the gameplay, but it will definitely change the way things look. But like I said, the way you actually play the game and stuff, not much. And as you can see, the ones that are going on right now are mostly the same. One of the big things he changed, actually, if you take a look at the walking animation, there actually seems to be kind of a pause in the way he walks now. Basically, what he did was he tweaked the animation of the walking cycle to, oh, that's cool, to eliminate or reduce feet skating, which it looks like you're skating and stuff. Some zombie animations. Again, a lot of these are just tweaks to what's already there, and he's just kind of improving them and making them a little bit better. But we should be seeing, the newer animations come in as time goes on, and that's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing the sneak ones and the, crouched against the wall ones and all that good stuff. And, that's it, man. That's really it. Like, that's why I said there's not a lot to talk about here, so this video isn't, like, gonna be incredibly long. I mean, we're only at just about 4 minutes, and that's the other reason why I didn't really focus on getting this blog up as soon as possible, and I was willing to put it off one more day because you weren't missing too much. But I would encourage you to come read this, especially if you're like an aspiring animator or somebody who's interested in audio design. There's some good things here just to like read or listen to, and then to, like, reading how they created those sounds, and then as far as animation goes, what he's doing, the thought process behind the creation of certain animations. Very cool for you guys to read, but nothing for me personally to pick apart. So I would suggest you come here and read the blog. This is one of those, go to Project Zomboid and read it before you listen to me talk about it kind of things, because there's not much for me to talk about. But thank you guys so much for coming by. I apologize that this is short. If you're a once-a-weeker, I'll see you next week. If you're a regular, I'll see you later today. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.